Imagine this situation. A group is preparing a short nature activity. One person cannot dance confidently, but they can play a drum and help everyone keep time. The drum becomes a way to support movement, cooperation, and the class idea that every part of an environment contributes something useful. Today, we are going to examine a hand drum closely and learn how to describe it in clear, natural American English. The goal is not only to name the object. The goal is to explain what it looks like, what it feels like, how the important parts work, how the hands interact with it, and how to describe the complete action safely from beginning to end. A hand drum is used for making rhythm for music, movement, dance, or group activities. It is round, hollow, and usually wider than it is tall. It is made from a hollow wooden, metal, or synthetic shell with a stretched drum head. Its visible appearance usually includes a circular top surface, a rim, a body or shell, and sometimes tuning lugs, cords, or a carrying strap. In the hand or during use, it may feel firm and solid around the shell. The drum head feels tight, smooth, and slightly springy. Notice the difference between describing a fact and describing a sensation. You can say, it is made of a particular material. That identifies what the object is. You can say, it feels smooth, firm, cool, or slightly rough. That explains the physical experience of touching or handling it. You can also compare expectation and reality. It feels lighter than it looks, or it feels sturdier than I expected. A basic description names the object. A clearer description adds its purpose. A detailed description adds shape, material, texture, and one visible feature. For example, a basic sentence is, this is a hand drum. A better sentence is, this is a hand drum used for making rhythm for music, movement, dance, or group activities. A more detailed version is, this hand drum is round, hollow, and usually wider than it is tall. It has a circular top surface, a rim, a body or shell, and sometimes tuning lugs, cords, or a carrying strap. The detailed version gives the listener a picture without using unnecessarily difficult language. Now let us name the important parts naturally. The main parts include drumhead, rim, shell or body, base, tuning lugs or cords, and strap if included. Do not simply memorize the labels. Connect each part to its position and function. Ask yourself, where is it? What does it look like? What does it do? Which part does the hand touch? This turns passive vocabulary into usable speaking language. Precise verbs make the explanation much clearer. Tap means touch or strike lightly and quickly. Strike means hit with a controlled movement. Beat means hit repeatedly to make rhythm. Drum means play a drum with the hands or sticks. Dampen means reduce vibration and make the sound shorter. Keep time means maintain a steady rhythm. Speed up means play progressively faster. Similar verbs are not always interchangeable. A general verb may communicate the idea, but the precise verb shows the direction, force, and purpose of the movement. Instead of saying, I do something to it, describe the actual action and the result. Here is the physical sequence. First, place it on your lap or hold it under one arm. Next, keep the drum head facing upward or slightly forward. Then tap near the edge for a lighter sound. After that, strike closer to the center for a deeper sound. At this point, alternate hands to create a steady beat. While doing this, use gentler pressure to reduce the volume. Once that is complete, hold the surface lightly to dampen the sound. This sequence uses cause and effect naturally. You hold one part steady because that prevents slipping. You line parts up so they move correctly. You use gentle pressure first. Otherwise, you may damage the object or lose control. Once the action is complete, you check that the object is secure and return it to a safe position. Hand position language is especially useful. You can say, place your thumb on the surface, wrap your fingers around the safe part, support the base, keep it upright, hold it steady with one hand while the other hand moves the smaller part. Move it toward you, push it away from you, apply a little pressure, line it up before you continue. These chunks sound natural because they explain both position and movement. Safety is part of a complete description. Protect your hearing and the hearing of others. Do not strike too hard in a small room. Keep fingers relaxed, stop if your hands hurt, and place the drum securely so it does not fall. A strong English explanation does not only tell someone what to do, it also explains why. Use phrases such as, this prevents damage. That way it will not slip. Keep your fingers away from the unsafe part. Do not force it if it feels stuck. Make sure it is secure before you continue. Let us upgrade the language step by step. A simple version is, I use it. A clearer version is, I hold it and move the correct part. A stronger version is, I hold the main body steady with one hand and use the other hand to control the moving part. A detailed version adds direction and result. I line it up carefully, apply gentle pressure, and continue until it moves into the correct position. This is the kind of development that helps with PET and FCE speaking because it combines accuracy, sequence, and detail. Natural spoken English also uses short cause and effect chunks. I keep it steady because I do not want it to slip. I move slowly so I can stay in control. I check the position before I continue. Once it is secure, I finish the action. While I am using it, I watch the moving parts. After I finish, I put it back in place. These connectors make the description sound organized rather than like a disconnected list. Common mistakes usually come from choosing a verb that is too general, using too much force in the description, or skipping the final safety step. Avoid saying only, I open it, I do it, or I put it there when a more precise action is available. Also avoid adding details that you cannot actually observe. When the design may vary, say, depending on the version, or describe only the parts you can see. Here is one complete real-life model. I place a small hand drum across my lap with the drum head facing upward. The shell feels solid, while the stretched surface feels firm and slightly springy. I steady the rim with one hand and tap near the edge with the fingers of the other hand. The sound is light and sharp. Then I strike closer to the center with a relaxed palm, which produces a deeper sound. I alternate my hands to keep a steady beat, lower the volume when someone speaks, and rest my hand lightly on the drumhead to dampen the final note. Now listen to a short action sequence. I place a round hollow instrument on my lap, touch its stretched surface lightly near the edge, strike closer to the center for a deeper note, and then rest my hand on it to shorten the sound. The actions are position, tap, strike, keep time, and dampen. The value of this challenge is that the verbs create a mental picture. When you hear the direction, the hand position, and the result, you can identify the object and the action even before the object is named. The next time you describe this object, begin with its purpose, move to shape and material, name the main parts, explain the action in sequence, and finish with one safety point. Use precise verbs, natural chunks, and clear cause and effect. That approach will make your English more accurate, more visual, and much easier for another person to follow.